Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our webinar. And this is a very special one because I know that it's quite late at your place and you're still here with us. So we really appreciate your time. I know that, many of you are interested in sending your students to the USA. So today, our special guest is Klamath Community College, and our speaker is Mr. Fred, and he is the Director of International Programs.
Thank you, Jones. Thank you, Net24, for this opportunity. I'm excited to see you guys in person in Poland in October. As Jones mentioned, I'm Fred Griffiths. I'm the Director of International Programs at Klamath Community College, and I want to take this opportunity just to tell you a little bit about our institution, our town, and the different opportunities for your students.
Welcome to Klamath Community College, where education is at the speed of life and students embark on a transformative journey. KCC is more than just a place of learning. It's a hub of opportunities. Our programs are designed to empower students, providing a solid foundation for future success. From cutting-edge technology to hands-on experiences, KCC prepares you for the challenges of tomorrow. But it's not just about the classes. It's about the complete student experience. At KCC, we believe in fostering a sense of community. Engage in various clubs, attend exciting campus events, and cheer for our soccer team. The support programs here ensure that every student thrives and feels valued. Daily life in Klamath Falls is a blend of convenience and comfort. Whether you're picking up groceries at the summer farmers market, commuting for free on our public transit, or shopping in our bustling downtown, Klamath Falls offers a hassle-free and student-friendly environment. Klamath Falls is not just a place, it's an experience. Surrounded by nature's beauty, indulge in year-round outdoor activities. Explore the entertainment scene, unwind at local hotspots, and take in the breathtaking sights that make Klamath Falls truly unique. Klamath Community College is more than just an educational institution. It's a community that cares, supports, and inspires. Join us at KCC, where every day is an opportunity to learn, grow, and make memories that last a lifetime. Your journey starts here. Welcome to Klamath Community.
All right, so that's a little bit of information about the college, and I thought a slide about the purpose of community college might be a good way to start. So on the left, you have the student. On the right, you have the degree. And any student that's seeking a degree is going to have some challenges, academic requirements, the social challenges, personal struggles, economic realities of getting a degree. And a community college offers a unique way to solve each of these. And I think it's actually an ideal setting for an international student to either begin their journey toward their bachelor degree or work on a certificate program or a 2-year degree, because community colleges addresses each one of these very differently than the university. And so that's the model for this presentation, is to look at how the community college facilitates this and the different degree options and different things that students can pursue. So starting with the options that are available in community colleges, I think this is true around the world. The purpose of community college is to prepare people for the workplace. And so they have a lot of vocational programs, things that are going to make you more employable. They have associate degrees, which are 2-year programs. They have certificate programs that are 1 or less than 1 year. All those programs are offered online with the goal of making someone more employable. Here at Klamath Community College, we have aviation programs, ranching, well drilling, lots of different focused programs. We have lots of degree options in business, engineering, computer science, cybersecurity. We have certificate programs if somebody wants to work in a lab and they want to do biotech, if they want to manage farm management, fire science, lots of those kind of things. And they're all driven to create a stronger workforce and stronger employees for the community. These programs, because these are tailored for people that are in the community and working, they are online. Community colleges in Oregon also have the opportunity to give bachelors. And so we have one for cosmetology. So someone that wants to open a cosmetology business can do that in a community college. I think this is probably true for most countries in the world, that they have community college that serve for these. And we do have international students that maybe they want to be an administrative assistant and they have an administrative assistant certificate from an American institution, makes them more employable. So these are popular, but the most popular options are the bachelor programs, which I think is a unique part about community colleges in the United States, is because they are community-based, they serve the community to prepare students in the community for the university. And this has been kind of the foundation of community colleges in America. And so we have a lot of associate degrees that are built on transfers. And so these are called pathway programs. You probably have heard of them, the 2+2 programs or a 1+3. A student would start at a community college, do their first 2 years in a community college, and then transfer to a university. Here at Klamath Community College, we have hundreds of those options. We have agreements that say these are the classes you'll take for this bachelor degree at KCC. These are the classes you'll take at the university partner. Our partner institutions are Oregon State University in Corvallis, Oregon Institute of Technology, which is Oregon's Polytechnical College, Southern Oregon University, Eastern Oregon University, Lynn College, and Chemeketa College. And so we have 7 different universities that we partner with. Of those, our strongest connection is with Oregon's Polytechnic University, Oregon Institute of Technology. They're in the same town. And so we have most of our partnerships and our transfer agreements are focused on that connection because they're right here in the town. And we also have a Badger to Owl program. That's our mascots. And it provides some financial incentives. For example, if they go through our Badger to Owl program, students get their first and last semester at the university free. And so we have additional things, financial considerations as well with that. So students can, if they're going for a certificate program, community college is great. A 2-year associate degree, community college. Bachelor programs as well. They have, we have medical doctors that are starting in the community college. We have people that are working in health science, whatever field they are, we have those students here, and they would start in the community college. Aside from those formal agreements, we also have a law in Oregon that says that all universities in Oregon have to have classes that transfer to any institution in the state. And that was Oregon House Bill 2998. Any course in Oregon that ends with a letter Z or Z is transferable. And it doesn't matter what school you take it, it transfers. And just like the 2- and 1-year programs, these programs, you can start online and work toward that bachelor online. So something else about community colleges, we have remedial classes. So if a student isn't ready for college algebra, they can take Math 50, Math 60. If they're not ready for Writing 121, college level writing, we have remedial writing classes that can get them to speed. And so those are the programs. So I wanted to start this off by saying that community college, Klamath Community College, has all the same degree options as our university partners. We have the additional options of 1- and 2-year certificate programs that can make you more employable, and that it's a good place to start because we have the degrees. But I think just the degrees is not enough. I think we need to look at, well, then, okay, you have the same programs, but why would you choose Klamath Community College over one of these universities? Why not just start at Oregon Institute of Technology? So I'm going to talk about a few reasons. So first is the application process. And so as you know, the university, typically they have enrollment at a set time every year. You need to submit your application by this deadline. They will review, evaluate your application, and then make a decision. It costs a lot of money, and it's, you don't know if you're going to be admitted. Community college is quite different. Our admission costs are very low or free. KCC, Klamath Community College, our application is completely free. We have open enrollment, so students can enroll at any time as long as they can arrive by one of our start dates. They can start. We have rolling enrollment, and so it makes it simple. Our application process is as simple as possible. We have an application that's online. It takes about 10 minutes to fill out. Then you submit your documentation, the financial guarantee, which is $21,700. English proficiency. Currently, we don't have an ESL program. We need to get it accredited and add it to our immigration paperwork. So right now we need English proficiency, copy of your passport bio page and the high school transcripts, and that's all. And we will receive it. There is no admission. I think admission is the wrong word, because everyone that applies is admitted as long as they have finished high school. And so once you submit that application, you are admitted. I will process the I-20. It usually takes me about 3 days, but I say up to 5 days, but it typically takes no more than 3 days. So we make it as simple as possible. So I think this is one reason to choose a community college, and it's why I did. I graduated from high school, and I wasn't quite ready for a university, and I would have never been accepted to a university. So I started a community college. I said, I just want to go to college. I want to learn. And they said, yeah, come on, we'll give you a chance. And it was quick, and I just started. So that's one reason I think to choose Klamath Community College is the application's free, it's simple, it's quick, and students don't have to worry about being accepted. Our TOEFL requirements are 54 for the TOEFL. IELTS is 5.5, Duolingo is 90, and the ITEP is 4.5. But if you look on our website, you'll see we have many, many different options. If you come from an English-speaking country, if you graduate from English-speaking school, that's acceptable as well. Another reason I think that you might want to consider sending your students to a community college is the cost. Tuition and fees at Klamath Community College is $11,691 for one academic year. So if we compare that to the universities in Oregon, so Oregon Institute of Technology is $33,000. Oregon State University, our land grant university, is $35,600. And then the University of Oregon is the most famous institution here in Oregon. The Ducks, Nike started there, $43,000. So you can save at least 2/3. So over the course of 2 years, if you were going to be going to Oregon Tech, you would save about $42,000, which is unless $42,000 is not a lot of money. To me it is. So I think that's a very big incentive to choose a community college, is the savings. As I said, application cost is free. Another interesting thing about our program is we have something called the 15 to Finish program, which if a student takes 15 credit hours, they're only charged for 12 hours. So they can also save an additional $900 a quarter. So that's an additional savings of approximately $3,000 a year. So that savings goes up. And the 15 to Finish program is the one I recommend because students will finish their program within those 2 years. Another reason to think of a community college is that students qualify for OPT after 1 to 2 years. So in America, students can qualify for OPT after they finish a degree of study. And so you can finish after you get a certificate or an associate degree, which is only offered to the community colleges. Then they can do another OPT at the bachelor, master, and doctorate level. And so this gives them another opportunity to work for 12 months. KCC also supports CPT. Not all institutions do that, but we do. And we also offer on-campus jobs, and those are readily available. And we do have scholarships available. Our scholarship is awaiting board approval, but we've asked and we expect a $500 a quarter scholarship that's renewable every quarter while they're here. And so that would be another additional savings of up to $4,000 if they stay for 2 full years. Also, the cost of living is very cheap in this town. The dormitory, we have very limited dorm space, but the rent is about $660 to $830 a month. We have homestays, which I always recommend. I know students don't really like to go to a homestay, but that gives them a community right away. And it's fairly inexpensive at $500. And finally, apartments can vary, but I did look up the median rent comparison. And if you click the link, when you get a copy of this, you can see where this came from. Klamath Falls, the median rent is $748 a month for an apartment. These are 2-bedroom apartments. And if we compare to the colleges up above, University of Oregon in Eugene is almost $1,500. Corvallis, which is Oregon State University, is about $1,100. And then Portland, if you went to Portland State University, you would pay $1,400 a month. So we are significantly less in tuition and also in rent. So a student that wanted to do Oregon Tech, they'll save a lot of money on tuition, then they would also be saving on their rent. So lots of cost savings, I think, for Klamath Community College. And so in addition to that application, cost savings is my second reason. Here's a little bit of information on our tuition. And as you can see, my numbers are based off of the lecture course hours. 95% of the classes would be lecture course. But we do have a lecture and lab combination classes. We have lab only classes, and then the fees. But it would average out to around $11,700 a year for that. And that's how it's broken down. Moving on from the financial considerations, I think the second consideration students have to make is related to academic support considerations. And so some of the questions that your students may ask is, well, how many students go to the school? Here at Klamath Community College, we have about 1,500 total enrollment, so we're a very small institution. Another question is, who is teaching the courses? Here, the professors are teaching the courses. So if you compare this to the universities that we've been talking about, so Oregon Tech has about 30,000 students, and many of their freshman classes are going to be taught by graduate assistants. The writing classes, the History 101, the American Government classes, the courses that every single student has to take, they're typically taught in the university setting in a lecture setting. So you'll have maybe 300 students and one graduate assistant teaching it. They'll just be lost in that. So here, the smaller enrollment, the professors are teaching, that is related to the student-to-teacher ratio. Our student-to-professor ratio is 14:1. I know at Oregon Tech, it's about 22:1. So we have smaller student-to-professor ratio, which means that the students will get to know their professors. Our professors actually have been known to contact students and say, hey, what's going on? You seem to be a little confused, and reach out to them. It's the professors are going to be just as qualified as those at the university, but maybe they're retired or they want to teach. A lot of university professors are focused on research. At a community college, they don't do research. All they do is they teach. And so our professors, just like at any community college, they focus on teaching. They love teaching. They're just as qualified, but their focus is on teaching, and that student instructor relationship is vital. Another questions I think you have to ask is, what kind of support do you get? And just like at the university, we have IT support, we have advising, we have tutoring. The difference is that at the university, you have to schedule your support. You have to go online and say, okay, I need help with this essay. And so they'll do that online, and then you'll show up for your appointment. Here at KCC, it's walk-in. It's readily available. With the 1,500 students here, there's not a lot of competition. So we have walk-in academic support services. And so because of the professors knowing the students, all the support that we provide, the small environment that the student can stand out. You're not just a member of the crowd. You're a name in a community. I've heard this expression. I really like it. It's hard to fail at KCC. Another way I've heard this, and this came from a professor, is you have to work hard to fail at KCC, because professors know the students. They know what's going on. They want to help you be successful, and they work hard to make sure. So I think this is another reason to consider community college, is that it's focused on quality education and what's best for the students. Related to that is kind of the social things that are going on. So yes, students are here to study. Yes, they're here to get a degree. Yes, they need that academic support to be able to do their best in class and be able to, develop as a student. But they also are living here, and they need to have a community and have something fun to do. And so one of those considerations is, what kind of campus and community, what size campus and community do you want? What are you looking for? So we're a small campus, as I said, 1,500 students about go to our campus. So students don't aren't lost in the crowd. They can't just kind of be a wallflower is where you just are against the wall and no one notices you. Here, people notice you. They want you to hang out with them. We have lots of activities, and so if that's something that students want, is being part of a smaller community, this is a great place for them. The Klamath Falls community is also fairly small. There's 22,000 people that live in the community, and so it's not a huge city. And so if that's something you're looking for, the students are looking for, this would be a good option for them. Another question students might ask is, what will they do on campus? And so we have lots of trips. We have clubs, we have activities, we have events. Yesterday I went to gaming club. They meet twice a month, and they do board games, they play video games. I went to the science club. They do events, they go rafting, they do different things. International club, we do celebration of Lunar New Year. We have International Week, food events. We do trips to different places, like we have lava beds, which is a caving and hiking. We have lots of rivers and things, and so we take advantage of that. Another question is where really I live when I go. So as I mentioned, we have homestay options, we have apartment options, we have dormitories, although those are quite limited. Hopefully in 2025, we are opening a new dorm, and we're going to increase the number of rooms that are available, but for right now, it is limited. Safety concern, we all see the news. It's sad when you hear about the shootings and the things that are going on in American campuses. So for me as a parent, that's a big thing for me, is we are a very safe community. Being a small community, being a small campus, we're safe. But beyond that, we also have a sheriff that is right here on campus. He's in the building right next to mine. There's always 2 deputies there. They have fast response time, which is amazing for this small of a campus to have a sheriff that's right here. I've been at universities and they have police on campus, but they have 50,000 students there. It's like a city. Here, 1,500 people, and we have 2 police officers that are here on campus. So we're very safe. We have not had anything really happen on campus. And I think that also has to do with the community being small, that we know each other, and we look out for each other. I think students want to know, will they fit in? So Klamath Community College is an international community. Our president is Hispanic. Our faculty, we have faculty from Brazil. We have faculty from Bangladesh. We have my family, my father immigrated here when he was 19, and I remember him getting his citizenship when I was young. My wife is from Indonesia, and I've lived around the world. We have, of course, 15% of our students are international. So we have a large international community. And then I think what another question students are going to ask is, okay, well, now I know what I'm doing on campus. You know, there's activities, there's clubs, there's trips, that kind of stuff. But what about my weekends? What am I doing on weekends? What am I doing after school? And I think that's kind of the most important factor. So I wanted to start with this video of Klamath Falls.
With 300 days of sunshine a year in a comfortable high desert climate, Klamath is surrounded by an abundance of lakes, trails, rivers, mountains, and forests. World-class birding, biking, fishing, kayaking, golfing, hiking, and more are simply just minutes away in Klamath.
I enjoy living in Klamath Falls because it's small enough to not be crowded, but it's large enough to have pretty much all the amenities that we really want.
In Klamath County, there is so much to do. Of course, you need to visit Crater Lake National Park. We have the only national park in Oregon.
You can paddle, you can hike, you can mountain bike, you can trail run, you can snowmobile, you can cross-country ski.
My favorite time of the year is the summertime. And what I love the most is kayaking on the Wood River. The water is turquoise blue, cold, comes right out of a spring, and it is the most serene place you'll ever find.
If you catch me in the wintertime, I'm chasing waterfowl. I'm a fanatical waterfowler, and there's a little known fact that this is the densest waterfowl population in North America. So I would say what makes Klamath County great is community events like Third Thursday downtown, the farmers market, and when you go down, you actually know some of the farmers and you know some of the people that are shopping there.
Moore Park, just on the edge of town, has really been one of our strongest, heaviest anchors here. From our house here in town, it's a quick 10-minute bike ride to get to the Moore Park trail system. And so for mountain biking and for trail running, Moore Park has just been a huge asset for us.
The active duty folks that request this installation, it's because of the community, the small atmosphere, the chance to be able to get to the outdoors, all of the accesses that we have in this location outpace everywhere else. It's kind of that outdoor mecca, but you still have a big enough town with restaurants and community centers, stores. It's a great place to strike that perfect balance.
So really what brought us to Klamath County, my family, my daughter, my son, my wife, and I, was the quality of life. There was community, there were great people, and the cost of living was inexpensive compared to anywhere else, especially Southern California.
What sets Klamath Falls apart from other places is its small community.
It's very easy for you to find your people or your tribe here.
You can come to this community with an idea and see it all the way through, much like the piano project. We have an award-winning downtown, so what makes this community fabulous is that you can make a difference.
Add a competitive cost of living, short commute times, and a profound sense of belonging with fellow community members, and it is hard to deny that Klamath County is truly a special place in the Oregon landscape. So reach out to KCETA today.
Choose Klamath.
Choose Klamath.
Choose Klamath. It's just better here.
So the number of times the video said community, I think, is what is special about Klamath Falls. It is a small community, small America, rural America. Incidentally, we were voted the number 44 top destination to visit in the world. And you can see why. We're the gateway to the only national park in Oregon, Crater Lake. We have lots of natural resources. We have huge forests. We are the only blue zone city, which means we have more people that live over the age of 100 here than anywhere else in the Pacific Northwest. So we're the first blue zone city in the Pacific Northwest in the United States, which makes us leaders in natural resources. We have geothermal heat here. We have the forests. We have lots of different natural resources. Because of how healthy our community is, we're leaders in healthcare. We have large hospitals and many specialists. It's actually quite amazing. With only 22,000 people in the town, we have a whole section of the city dedicated to healthcare, and we have people that come from around the world to have procedures here. And then being the home of the Oregon's Polytechnical University, we're leaders in technology as well. And I think this is important for students because I think you have two things here. You have one, a student that loves the outdoors. If you want to go shopping, if you want to go to musicals and theater, honestly, Klamath Falls is not for that student. Klamath Falls is for the student that wants to do outdoor things. They love the outdoors. They want to go and mountain bike. They want to go hiking. They want to go skiing, fishing, snowmobiling. I mean, we have outdoor stuff. That's why we're the number 44 top destination, is for people that love the outdoors. But I think we're also very important for students that are wanting to get a degree in natural resources. If you eat McDonald's, you're eating our French fries. We have huge potato farms. If you're into ranching, we have huge cattle ranches here. Water conservation, we're the city of sunshine. We have 300 days of sunshine an average year, which means that we don't have much rain. So water conservation, we're the biggest destination for birds that are migrating from Mexico to Canada, and they need water for that. And so we have these huge lakes. Klamath Lake is the biggest lake in the Pacific Northwest. It's massive, but there's not lots of water here. So we're leaders in water conservation. We also have lots of renewable energy. Oregon Institute of Technology has the only program in the entire world for renewable energy engineering because of our renewable energy options here. And then unfortunately, we have lots of fires here. And so, but we've become leaders in forest and fire management because we need to know how to keep our forests safe. So if you have a student that's like, I want to do one of these things, Klamath Falls is a great place for that, because that's our community is surrounded by that kind of thing. And that means our degree programs focus on that. Also, if anyone's wanting to do healthcare, as I mentioned, we're a blue zone city. That has attracted lots of retirees. And so that has also kind of the byproduct of that is the hospital and the healthcare industry. And then the outdoor focused recreation, if you're wanting to do physical therapy, anything related to that. I think that's also, we're leaders in that. There's going to be lots of resources and programs that are designed around that. And then if you're studying STEM, everybody hears of MIT, right? It's one of the most famous institutions in the world, where OIT is Oregon's MIT. So MIT is Michigan Institute of Technology. OIT is Oregon Institute of Technology. So we're they're the number 5 polytechnical university, world renowned, and we are right next to them. There, you just drive 10 minutes and you're at their campus. We have those partnerships with them. So if you're wanting to go there, I see no reason not to start here. Is, you'll save $42,000. You'll have smaller classes. You'll have more independent support where you're working with a student and not guaranteeing, but they'll have to work hard to fail if they start here. We're really going to prepare them to be successful at OIT. And then all their transfer credits will just go to OIT and they'll just continue there. So if I was talking to a student and they're saying, I want to do one of these 3 things, I would say, then you need to come to KCC, because this is our specialty in this town and we have these connections with these universities. And then if they say, well, I really want to be going to a place that I'm able to go hiking or ride my bike and go on these cool trails, I would say, then you really have to go here. And I didn't mention our athletic program, so I'll put that in here too. So we have soccer, track and field, bowling, and golf are our academic programs. So someone that was wanting to do that as well. So kind of one last plug for Klamath Community College. We have the program students want. It doesn't matter what program they're wanting. From aviation to engineering, we have them here. We have a simple application with guaranteed admission to most programs. The only program is nursing, which is they have to apply at the end of their first year, and then they would work on nursing their second year. So that's the only program that has an admission requirement, is nursing. Everything else is you apply and then you're able to go to school here, as long as you can get your visa. We have the same classes, materials, services, quality as at the university for 1/3 the price. We are using the same books, same curriculum, same projects. Our professors, a lot of them actually retired from Oregon Institute of Technology and they just love teaching, so they're still teaching here. We have a fair refund policy. They can, if they drop out of a class before the end of the first week, they get 100% refund. If it's after the first week, they can request a refund. And then we process it. Depending on the method of payment, it can take up to 4 weeks, but most of them are 72 hours. We have strong academic support programs. Like I said, you have to work to fail. Teachers know what's going on and they say, you should go and talk to the tutor and get help with this essay or this presentation. We have strong connections to our Polytechnical College, and so that's really strong. We have the social support programs that start before the student gets here and it continues until they're done. And then we have many different housing options for students. And Klamath Falls is a great place to live if that's what you're looking for. If you want a big city, you want to, experience everything that Los Angeles has to offer, it's not what we have to offer. What we have to offer is small community, safe community with lots of outdoor activities with a great education. So if you are interested in work with us, it's a very simple process. Just like everything else, we want it to be simple. So if you're wanting to partner with us, just contact me. That's my email address. I will provide our agent agreement. It reviews our commission. It all the different things. It's pretty standard. I used the one from Net24 actually. And we'll review that. We both sign it. And then I'll send you a PowerPoint, the video that I showed you, some brochures and flyers, information. I'm always available to meet as well.
Mr. Fred, thank you very much for your time today. Our agencies must like you so much, and agencies, thank you so much for your time. It is already evening or nighttime there, and you're still here with us. So we really appreciate that. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you next time with some good news about Klamath.
Wonderful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Fred. Thank you, agencies. Good night, and have a nice day over there, Fred. Goodbye.